this is a way to record the face cams, I guess. Alright. Okay, so we're in. I have my camera. I'm recording. Parker, can you open up the tab now? Can you press? Okay, so worst case, guys, just press E while selecting your character, and you should be fine. Speaking of cold, let's get that started. It's not on the map yet. Oh, I'll put it on the map when we start. Yeah. Do I have art for you? And I have a token for you? Yeah. It's fine. Okay. Is everyone ready? Everyone here. All right, fantastic. Don't worry, guys, I got my Capri Sun. Now I can start. Alright, we'll start. So, you have a session summary? If you want, do you want to summarize? Alright, I'll just recount it then. So, last session, the first session, of course, you guys died through your many different ways, some more painful or tragic than others. No one seemed to have just died peacefully in their sleep, surrounded by family members. And you guys awoke in a ruined temple, surrounded by words on the wall and a statue that was faintly glowing and growing dimmer. You were approached soon after by a pastor of the Servants of Eternity, led by Cardinal Lysanus. He believes that this cardinal had brought you back into the world, not just to live again, but also to defend the realm. Recently, it has been stated that there were recent monster attacks and evildoers on the horizon. And so the prophet, this cardinal, believed that he needed you brought back from the dead, and that you have been chosen to defend this realm. And in return, you're not sure how in-depth this goes, but in return for defending and, in a sense, pledging yourselves to this cause, you will be granted a seat in the afterlife. Soon after this discussion, Asan wandered off a bit too far and lured, and just got away just in time, but, a goblin attack. in which you guys were made quick work of them. Thankfully, despite the number disadvantage in your party. You guys managed to leave the temple, go through the forest, and find yourself on the main path. There you were picked up in a cart by some unknown individual traveling the road. I will show his art again so everybody is reminded. He do got creepy eyes. These sullen, sad, bloodshot eyes. Mag, you noticed that this guy had... It wasn't this bloodshot of anger. It looks like the kind of eyes that you would get if you were to cry for a long time, is the difference.
So he's a rich baby. Cool.
Yeah. Or something. So you guys would know, peeking out, you guys saw that in the outskirts there was this town, but you were being led to this den of deeds where there were other returned there that you can meet up with. And we will actually start with Cole's character's death scene. Oh, what's up? So Parker, what's up?
You said Hassan said we would like interview ourselves.
Pastor Micah.
Pastor Mike.
Yeah.
I'll also say that. So he said we like reserve a spot by dedicating ourselves to the cause.
Yes. But yeah, so Cole, what's your character's name? Because I think it's still, oh, there we go. Alright, it was updated. At one point it was Elf Twink still, so. Alright.
I was gonna say, I don't feel comfortable saying that.
So, Theron, you remember, the last moments. Actually started pretty nice. It is towards the end of the day, about late afternoon, and you remember setting out on this quest. You know that there was this monster in the forest on the surroundings of town, and you have been, like usual, tasked by the villagers to vanquish it and save them. On your march out of the door, you looked around and you see the villagers seem to have gathered round on your exit from this town, giving a few cheers, some claps towards your direction. You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I'm practicing.
Okay. Vanquish that monster, Theron! You can do it, Theron! You know, like... And,
Alright, don't worry, everyone.
Awesome. And, yeah, you get a few cheers, and, you notice that they fade behind you in the distance as the tree line ahead of you encompasses you. You begin... Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted. There we go. You begin walking forward into these woods for quite some time. A few hours go by as the setting sun turns to dusk. And you know that this creature had been kidnapping, looks to be some farm animals, as you finally come up to a leftover piece of evidence. You notice that this creature on the ground was once a cow, but it seems to be disintegrating. There's these little ashes sprinkling and rising into the sky above you. As the sun sets lower, you bring out a torch to get a better vision of this, and it seems to be turning to dust. How do you examine this creature closer?
Definitely not gonna touch it. Can I look around for any kind of
Yeah. As you get a closer look at the creature, its hind legs look to be completely gone. There is no sign of any blood, any cuts, any struggle.
I've seen anything like this. Is there anything else around there that would look similar? Is there any kind of trail that this thing left behind?
Yeah. Make a. I guess no check needed. It's not too hard to see. As you bring the torch around to look around the area, you notice that there are these footprints of what looks to be a human, in outline, but it doesn't seem to be imprints on the ground. More like ashes, black soot marks that lay and go further on into the forest.
Well, I'll continue.
Okay. You grip your
Footprints.
sword as you continue on further into the forest. And as you venture forward, you see the footprints begin to almost multiply as you see different tracks setting forth in this woods. You're not sure how many of this creature there is, or if there is some kind of pattern in its behavior. Maybe it walks through these woods a lot.
You said they're humanoid?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing, is it... I mean, have I seen this kind of ashy footprint kind of thing before?
You don't remember seeing this footprint, but you just get a very bad feeling. Like a bad dream you can't remember. And as you continue following the footsteps, you find yourself on the entrance of a cave.
Is there... What do I see around the cave? Are there any signs of any of these other animals?
No.
And the footprints lead into it?
Yeah. As you look further, or as you look closer, I will say, you see little, minute particles, like these dust particles lay around the outside, kind of floating. The wind is blowing, but you notice that they don't move along with the wind. They just seem to be standing still.
Can I get close to these particles?
Yeah.
I'll walk up to the little ash on the side of the cave.
Yeah. You put your hand through it, and they just kind of warp around your hand, float back to where they were.
This thing is a big rate. What about? I'll kind of like squish the torch over to, like, further into the cave, and see if there's anything that I can see, at least in the mouth of the cave.
It seems to go further down, but on the edge of the torches you just see pitch dark. You do have dark vision, so you can see a bit further into the cave, but you're not able to make out many things besides just the outlines of it further descending into darkness.
These people need a hero, don't they? I'll walk in.
You continue walking down this cave, and as you do, it just seems to get colder and colder. The light from the torch begins to grow smaller. And as you enter the furthest reaches of this cave, you hit a wall. A dead end. And in your mind, you feel that this is the end. As you feel these long, outstretched fingers grab around the edges of your shoulders, with these ashes coming off of them.
Can I react to that?
How do you
My swords.
Yeah. You try to whip out your sword and turn around, and you see this humanoid there. And there's no face to this thing. It's literally made of ash, as it just stares into you with these soulless eyes. You try to strike, but you realize that your hands, as you look back down, have already disintegrated.
It's not the funeral pyre I was hoping for, but
And you just feel yourself going cold as this cold creature devoid of light eats away at you. And it goes dark. I will re-narrate what happened to you guys, what happened with Theron. You feel yourself in this cold, dark abyss. You wonder to yourself, is this death? Before you see a sudden light, almost kind of in the distance, and then just almost suddenly encompassing you like a blinding light. Before you see this, what feels like to be the origin of creation. If you look in visuals in Discord, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. This ring of lights and clouds mixed in with this dark void in the center, eclipsing these large mountains. And you hear a woman's voice, soft but holy in your head. Restore eternity before you are put into form. The rest of the party, you see out of Hassan's bag, this being just apparate next to you. Being. Being.
I'm a bean. There's beans in here. Is that the motherboard?
No, this is food. These are food.
We don't all reincarnate. But I did want beans.
So, Theron, you just feel yourself, and so Hassan, you see like this light shining from your bag before this creature apparates next to you, this person. Theron, you see yourself in the back of a small cart surrounded by, there would be 7 people in this back, with a driver, it looks to be, as well, as you can see. No, this is not a beanbag. Asan, from your possession, you realize that this apparition might have come from that ball you picked up earlier.
There's a physical person next to me.
Yeah, now there's a physical person next to you now.
I stab him. I attack him. He comes out of a ball. I don't know who this guy is. Who are you?
I like jumped him.
Yeah, if you want to make an attack roll.
Cannon falls off the cart and dies. I don't see his token.
Oh, okay. I'll drag his token on. Cole, can you describe your character?
So my character is an astral elf, and based on the picture that they can't get it for that. He looks like a normal elf, except for the fact that he has these kind of like astral, almost looking like nebula underneath his skin. His skin almost looks translucent, and pretty much every inch of his skin that isn't covered is covered in these almost like cloud-looking spots with these kind of stars dotted throughout. The stars are like varying colors, most of them being like white or like bright blue.
And Theron, you kind of feel yourself evaporate after that cold moment, just a moment before it feels like to you, before you feel something warm press into you. You can make the attack roll if you want.
Start making a coffee. You want a coffee? Yeah.
Are you able to target him well?
I deliver.
Trying.
Gets one shot.
You're supposed to,
Do everything on do anything on my end.
yeah, you can double right click, you can click on him and click the target, or I think it's T as well. If you click on him and click T, it also targets.
Look, everybody has these still like, oh, is this still say elf to make? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so just, interesting. It still targets him, though? It should stay targeted, so as long as you click on your token now, you should be able to.
Back where I came from, or so help me.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a damage die and take that damage because that is the rule. So if it's a dagger or rapier, go ahead and roll a d4 or a d8 and just apply that damage to yourself. No.
Grabs leg by the legs. Let's try and snap full.
Let me think. I grabbed the wrong end of the sword. Alright, I'm done.
No, you're at full health. You're at full health. You're at 11th health. So in terms of visuals, you see this like elf appear before you, and he just kind of looks like dumbfounded for a second before you see Hassan pull out like a dagger, try to stab him. Before I will say, looks like this elf defends himself and turns the dagger towards Hassan, and there's this whole scuffle in the moment.
Oh, that was a nice. Welcome. Good morning.
Is no one else gonna stab this?
You do not.
Whoa, hang on.
You did my clunk?
Honestly, I don't know. I just. Oh, what? I thought I was dead.
Nice. So did we?
I died. Where are we? Where are we?
It's another one of them.
Revived him.
Where are we?
We're a bit delayed, so we arrived.
We don't know where we are.
This is happening. I need to check it. Where are we? Somebody has to know.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's when.
When? When? Yes.
When it was the end of time? I think it was.
That's a good time.
When it was.
I don't. When I was born, what am I supposed to say?
No, what? Place, town, civilization. Your people.
It was a little forest town called, gosh, you know, dying really takes something.
It will take a. We will make
Well, it was this little forest town called, Freehold.
we look around. See if people.
Should I see Freehold?
You have not heard of Freehold.
No, can I make a perception check to see if this is...
Oh, okay, yeah. Make a perception check.
That's the D&D we're playing.
You know, in the new D&D Next rules, if you roll a natural 20 here, he would actually have to see. Freehold. Anyway. Yeah, you don't see it. It's really weird.
None of us seem to know where that is or when that is.
So it's like my line from the desert. This looks like a good line.
This is a lot to take in. I would appreciate everybody staffing again.
We'll
So
do
I
it.
would like to tell you.
Is Pastor Marcus still with us?
Yeah, he's with you guys in this cart. I will mention, it's not just you 7 in here with Pastor Micah. Actually, there is another dark-robed individual in the corner of the cart. Yeah.
We all staff at the same time.
Yeah, you can. Anyone in the cart, I will allow to make a perception check.
Can I just look at Pastor Micah and be like, well, like look around everyone and like hold up my wings and be like, you will trust this? You trust him? He came out of a ball. He just not one of us, Pastor Micah. Explain. Trust him the same as I trust the rest of you. But he came from a ball.
I...
We all didn't come from the same ball.
He...
Can I see the ball?
I don't know. I don't believe you guys came from any balls.
What about that all came from the ruins? The one
Maybe, but I haven't. Do you have a tattoo by any chance? What is your name?
Well, my name's Aaron. I think so.
I'll show you Pastor Micah.
Dress.
You don't have to. Just you can like look around. Perhaps maybe tug the shirt, just look in between the. It could be anywhere. So.
I'll inspect myself.
Yeah. What depending on wherever you want it to be, it's totally up to you, Cole. But you would find a tattoo eventually, probably, if you looked hard enough. And the tattoo is whatever you wanted it to be. If it's what we decided on before we came to the session. I don't know if you thought about it, but
I can find where I put it. I remember I found something.
you could just you can describe it if you want, or you can just have it in your head. Many people didn't reveal their tattoos, so you don't have to reveal yours.
I might. No, I want to change it.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah, just
So you don't have to share it with us. We just say you saw it.
Okay. So
Right here on my wrist.
is it okay? Hang on. Out of character. Does anybody have a tramp stamp? I really want to know.
No, most of us have it on our arm.
I cannot share this.
I'll look around. My ankle. I'm looking around. I pull open my right boot, and I look inside. That. How'd you know?
I'll look up my sleeve. It's pretty blood. So I'm just be like, do I have one? Didn't before we got to it.
It's known as a term. We are optimal.
Is it a bold assumption to assume eternal death?
You also have the vision.
Vision.
For the universe. Save it.
Yes, I did.
Restore eternity.
I did hear that. Yes. What does it mean?
I know.
Well, this is, honestly, I don't know.
What else are you up to?
This is never. I've never seen this. I apologize for this confusion, but this is unknown to me. For the rest of you making perception checks on the hooded figure in the car, not the driver, the second one. You notice that there's only two of them, for the record. And the second one, for Mag and Marcosius, you see that this hooded figure, I can't really tell any details, but there seems to be some kind of like horns to this creature. They seem to be very tall. For Zanir, he seems to be keeping himself quite hidden, so you're not able to keep out like any details under his cloak, but you can tell that he is a very slender but tall figure, and he seems to be wearing some kind of Oni mask over his face. You can't really tell like many details from it, but there seems to be some kind of some mask over him. You would notice that the outline on his belt, there seems to be some kind of sword as well. You're not able to tell anything more than that, though. I don't think so. We just these I don't know what this gentleman in the cart just came up and offered you a ride. It's only an hour away next to this nice gentleman. Points up to the front, and you see that this the one driving seems to put the reins down, and the horses seem to maintain control. You find this a bit strange as he spins around and looks back towards you all, and you can all get a more clearly, a better look of his face. Yeah, the priests here don't exactly remind me of hospitable. Secrets and such. Not to be surprised, I would say that the servants of eternity are more like a little cult.
This is all pretty good, guys. Mr. Micah.
Yes.
You still haven't quite answered all my questions, but this is all very new. I have more questions.
Yes, I can answer questions.
This is you promised about after election, the cause. Dragged here against our will and now expected to fight for something we had before we came here.
The guy driving the car begins like snickering, and you see Pastor Micah's like, well, yeah. So Lysanus has offered us. He kind of gives a disapproving look to the driver. Those who serve in his cause, and those who those return to fight for him and to help better this surrounding area. He has offered a spot for in his afterlife.
Who's Lysanus?
The cardinal. You notice that the leader of this church.
Who am I sitting next to?
Whoever you want to be, I guess. So, someone's sitting next to this horned guy, but, you know, it's up to you.
I'll sit. I'll look over this one guy.
Oh. And the driver's like, you'll have to forgive my friend, he's not really a talker. He's, kind of a silent one, aren't you, big guy? And the guy, like, is just motionless, standing, like, almost like staring at the ground. But you notice he kind of puts his hand around and shuffles his cloak, and you guys are more able to see this. It was this long, elegant blade with a red handle. Something off about this.
I would gesture my blade towards him. As much of a talker, well, maybe you should become one.
Okay, let's all just relax, friends. I'm just trying to be a good Samaritan. We're just trying to drive on through town. We're not looking for trouble. And he looks back at his companion before he puts the cloak back around.
Claim of just driving through town, being a good Samaritan.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I would say if you have a higher insight addition. Asan is, yeah, +0, so next person does a mag. Yeah, you need to be proficient, yeah, and it has to be higher, I'm pretty sure. It's an insight, only mag can do it. Yeah, so with a 15, there's something off about these two, especially the fact that one seems to be well armed with his weapon. You think that there might be something else they're doing here, whatever that is. For Mag, with the way this guy talks, you're able to make out like subtle movements, and he seems to be smirking a lot when he mentioned strolling through town.
I'm gonna assume, I think, I'm gonna say proceeds facilities. And I would whisper, I'd whisper over to him. Very, very strong feeling that when we get into town, something very bad is going to happen.
You say that?
The secretness of what attempted Samaritans, the way they brandish their weapons, does not sit well with me. He's the most secret. Hiding his face as well.
You see the driver begins to chip in, noticing you guys like whispering in the distance, and he says, "Let's just clear some air here, shall we? Just to be transparent, me and my companion here, we both seem to have lost our partners, and we're here to meet them in town." There. Yeah.
I had to pick them down and if they're like a police on their trainers.
13. You sense that there's something more to when he says companions. They don't seem to be just friends.
After he says the coordinator statement, it's like, if someone just doing this cult, as you say, what is your reason for being such a good Samaritan? Just taking some travelers into town?
Yes, well, I mean, as far as you'll want to go, I think this clown over here is taking you to the den, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right, Pastor? Yes, the Den of Deeds. It's where the other returned are. They're not in town, they're on the outskirts. Go ahead. Tell him, Pastor. Well, the sovereign of Salix doesn't exactly get along with the church. There's been some back and forth of whether our organization is a legitimate new addition to Nerva, and we still have to. I think it started just a few years ago.
A few years ago, and you've built this house. Seems fishy to me, Pastor.
It would be to me, but I saw it myself. Fortunately for me, I was gifted a rare treat, and I was visiting I had visited the cathedral.
I've known many mages in my time. Perhaps this was some illusion.
Yes, I've tried many a mushrooms in the desert. I've seen things that I believe No mushrooms in your time?
There are mushrooms. Oh. I suppose in my sake, my afterlife, what I saw, it could not have been an illusion. It just seemed so real.
Where is this cathedral?
It's on Lake Eternity.
I don't.
It's on the northwest side of town, past the woods. Oh, no. Sorry. I think you'll probably be stationed on the eastern side of the Mortalis region. I guess the Salix area. There are the west is predominantly used under Agai protection, besides the Misty Woods and Lake Eternity, of course.
Station. It sounds like we're being
I mean, you see the drivers, just a couple more Snickers by this.
Who picked up the map? I did. Yeah. I want to help.
I'm gonna take a look as well because I've never seen this.
Yeah. No, you can look at the map pretty well.
Nag looks like he's well traveled. I'm gonna make an assumption.
She,
It's a female.
it's a female.
I know my character.
You guys know on the map that you're coming from up here, by the way. So you're like on the outskirts of the map, probably.
Who was it that talked said something about power? I said the desert take out, do I have, in my backstory, talk about having a journal?
Yeah.
No. Do I have that there?
You would have that journal on you.
I open up my journal, proceeds, and you would see for a bit, it's detailings of different, like, beasts in monsters and such, and I flip to an empty page and put the map there as I sort of, then put the journal back on the map. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say he prefers
Kind of nonplussed about this whole arrangement.
yeah, I'm just looking at photos. He seems pretty
you see the driver, Isla, looks at your character, and he says, he's got like his hand on his like cheek, kind of resting there, like smiling. You know, you don't have to do what he said, right?
Literally just not go to this den of demons.
We know this, but he's given us a lot of good information. We have no one else to follow up on. So you say we're also ready for it.
What'd you say, City?
So, where else we go right now?
Well, I mean, I was heading to town, so I'd be passing by the Waiting Rose tavern. One of the only taverns here in Eastern Mortalis. Plus, I'm going into Salix. There's a friend, one of our companions, like I mentioned earlier, has gotten himself into a pretty sticky situation. He decided to rush forward without us. Oh.
Alright guys, in character, my guy's like, yeah, this guy sounds great. Out of character, I hate these guys.
Every starter NPC is just a remix of Scipio. You should make fun of it as a self-insert
he was a tavern owner in the other campaign. Yeah. I mean,
Out of character, I'm sort of just like, you don't have to follow the premise for these guys in the car. We could literally just, like, when we get to the tavern, we could do whatever the fuck we want. Like, we could find quests and get information, like, ourselves. We don't need people to point us where they think we're going. I'm gonna say something.
sure. To the driver.
I'm gonna say, well, this night is 10 feet. There's like us. I have to know someone else knows where we're at. Right? At the very least, I have to.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I guess some friendly advice is if you were planning to stay at the Den of Deeds for a bit, I would say that it's probably a good idea not to listen to some of the more higher-ups in the church. I would say they don't exactly have the best interest out for you. That's not true. I would say. What are you implying? And he's like, well, I've never seen someone exactly live a long time as a returned.
There were many more of us.
Well, it's dangerous work. It's not pushover. I mean, we are very selective in what we send you out to do. We don't send you on suicide missions or anything. It's just sometimes it's more dangerous than we originally thought.
This is some sort of outside the town. Where
So that's it, huh?
We're not allowed to do this normal citizens in town, have to work for a second-rate church, and will only take the jobs of other people who are too dangerous for themselves.
Sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Yes.
we got a oil of cult in our first quest in this campaign.
Casting with all due respect, I think we're part of it as soon as we get the information.
You know, Discus, if you weren't an Imperial recruiter, I would have thought you were trying to get me into the army all over again.
I mean, I'm not trying to. This isn't a cult. This is not a cult. This is an organization of religious sanctity, and I am trying to save you all. No, I mean, the guy's not all wrong. The driver's like, I'd say there's some good beginnings there. I just don't think it's worth staying around for too long. Well, and he smirks and he says, I mean, people escaping death, that's not exactly something I'm a foreign agent to. So, you just seem like regular people to me. I've seen a few return pop up here and there. I mean, there's nothing, they're not too interesting. Yes. We're because ever since Nerva's death, we've been trying to fill a hole without this connection to the afterlife. But thankfully, like I said before, our cardinal allowed us to be able to not only visit the afterlife, but go there as well when we die. I've seen many people from the town. The government itself might be, not really open to it yet, but many of the residents, in the entire region here, welcomes us, accepts us, and we get a lot of elderly that come in and, well, they want to, people that are on death's door end up, we allow them to come to the cathedral where they find their resting place. Our cardinal is very forgiving. He knows that this is a new thing that might scare some people. It scares the government. They're scared of us taking power from them. The government is neutral to you. The sovereign, I know. Well, the A guy. I'm not exactly fans of you, but the sovereign, I think, just doesn't know what to do in this situation, and he blames us. And he's scared of us usurping his power, which is not something we plan to do. What? Usurping him? That is not our goal. We are just trying to save as many people as we can from oblivion. That is our goal. Roll credits. You are passing by. It looks like this large farmland, Hemorrhage Farms. No, wait. You see as you're passing by, as you look out the exit, there's seems to be some kind of young farmer kind of waving at you guys as you're passing by. You wave back. No. The driver's like, I didn't mean to scare you all about this, and I know maybe things are a bit unnerving for you, but rest assured, I think the pastor here is a good man. I don't think he would do anything to lead you down the wrong path, and knowingly.
Really changed your tune there,
I don't. He seems to have started talking about something, but you notice that he cuts himself off directly, and he says, "Well, my companion that we're here to grab is someone in that organization, so I don't exactly believe in it."
You are here to save.
It's like he begins laughing a bit. Oh no, he's alive, and well, between you and me, it won't be that way forever.
This guy just saying, this guy needs to go pick him up.
I don't think.
His wordplay? Yeah, it's like checking John on that.
Yeah, you can insight him.
He just said he wasn't going to be alive for long.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you think that, based on how it's describing this guy, must be some higher up in this organization, and for some reason he has some kind of insight to how this organization might actually operate. Higher up, anyway. But on the surface level, it might be fine. In terms of this individual and if he's alive or dead, you believe him when he says that he's alive.
Oh, I believe that part. He made it sound like he was going to go here to kill this guy. And he said
He said he's not going to be alive.
he said he was going to go pick up his friend from within the organization. And it didn't sound like he was.
Oh, going to kill him. I see. And so that part specifically, you think there might be more nefarious purposes, yes.
Exactly. And I said that. Wow.
Sorry, it's a bit of a tight group I got going here. Can't really let anyone in.
I look at the pastor. Pastor, do you stand?
Are you planning to kill someone?
I don't want to hear anything from you.
I'm just strolling by. I mean, to be honest, I just thought you guys looked a bit rough around the edges. This forest and the surrounding bits are a bit dangerous to anybody, so just thought I would do something nice.
Out of character, anyone have pretty strong
The driver of the cart?
Oh yeah, he's gonna work through They're gonna go murder this person. Or you wanna wait till the time.
Do what you think you would do in character right now.
Yeah,
Then just fucking murder him. Let's see what happens.
You have a low tolerance. Does your character truly have a low tolerance for bullying people? Like just
no, I wouldn't murder him yet.
Instigating conflict.
Because that's what I thought in most cases, and then I went too long, and then the bad thing happened.
I was gonna say, like, are we single?
You're exiting the farm. I would say you were right here.
No, it's only session 2. I'll hold my word this time.
You've been doing the funny.
Anywho. So, this goes out to any of you since we're just here killing time. I was wondering, what does death feel like?
God, he's got a king.
No. Anyway.
He said killing time, that's clearly foreshadowing.
Like you don't feel the pain, and then you fall asleep.
I don't even remember it. Just 1 second, I was there and 1 second.
I got stabbed in
My name is Jimmy. I died.
the bush.
I'm not sure.
You know,
I know, snapped. What's a Thanos?
What is Thanos?
you know, my recommendation. It might be a simple one, but do you think it's possible for you to just choose not to die?
It's some like Sigma mindset shit you're trying to
I think in the moment I chose this is okay, I'm okay with it. But then I was ripped out of it. It's just how I felt being reborn.
Interesting.
No shit, you choose to be reborn.
That's understandable. I don't think anyone would be pissed off about their death. Yeah, a lot of things to miss out on. A lot of people. You know, I mean, this afterlife that they spew about might be bullshit, but there's plenty of ways to get outside of dying if you look for it. No, I mean, it's all about how creative you are, I suppose.
Interesting perspective.
Are you talking metaphorically avoiding dying, or are you talking something
I might be in the neighborhood of the latter. Bit of whispers here and there. Were you interested in learning about it? And you see the pastor's like, don't listen to this heathen. Immortality is a sin. It's unnatural.
selling off trips to the afterlife?
I don't.
There's nothing wrong with the cycle of resurrection.
He seems to like have about to say something, but for some reason, Isla, when you piped up, it kind of got him to quiet down, made him maybe think about it for a moment. And you see the driver once again. Well, between you and me, I think there's something interesting going on in the forests of East Salix here. Well, legend has it, some of the lizard folk locals are talking about some kind of life-giving tree. Apparently it's these, well, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, disgusting reptilian creatures that walk on two legs.
I was gonna say, wait, do you think this had something to do with the goblins? They were just really definitely some sort of fruit.
It might have been. Totally possible that they could have been searching for this tree. I'm not exactly sure how to find it. Not many people are able to. Many people get lost. Did they mention anything that they were trying to do in order to find it?
Kill us?
That's what the legend says. That if you eat from the fruits of this tree, you become immortal. Is it? It might be. I'm just simply, I think the realms of imagination might be far beyond what you think are possible. I think I've seen a few things in my time. I believe such a tale. Why can't you?
I'm just so desperate.
At this point, I'd believe anything. I mean, I just got resurrected from the dead. There's not much outside the realm of possibility for me at this
I mean,
point.
technically, that already was possible to be revived, but to be revived what, centuries
There was nothing left to revive.
out of the world. It's true.
Even that's not impossible. So many people just attack like this. It's unreal. Alright.
It seems to me that we have two roads here. My personal preference for reincarnation does not seem like an option anymore. It seems like we can either find capacity here, or this afterlife crafted by this priest, or this magic fruit. I don't know. Personally, I like this.
And then a third word all 7 of us are not going to bring up out loud in mixed company.
I think any crime is too great.
Well, you're right there.
Life isn't finite, and what's worth living?
Exactly, Mag. I agree with you. Yes.
I've known you all of 30 minutes, and I'm very sure none of us deserve to be living. Just saying.
I mean, exactly. You know,
Yes, speak in riddles.
I like you. What if I were to tell you immortality is achievable?
Are you selling us something?
No, I'm telling you something.
I'm interested. Not very, but interested.
Esan.
Is this the pastor doctor or the
No, it's the guy. The driver. Yeah, he wouldn't know your name here, so that's my fault. So yeah, he says cut. No.
Reckon on it.
I read your backstory from the bottom.
John, you should have just pretended he did know his name.
Sold the scam to us all.
All that he would have
You have an interesting past, I think. Something that get my juices going. It's been a while since I It's been quite a while since I've had someone I could talk to about some things that has been interesting for me. The people I surround myself with are quite dull, unfortunately, in their mindsets. Do you,
The guy who's just quietly sitting on the cart.
He still doesn't look up, and he's like, do you mind if we continue our conversations in the future? Yeah, he takes out, looks to be like a literal rock in the shape of a cube, and he hands it over to you.
Rubik's Cube.
Wow, this will keep me entertained.
Is there hold on, is there any particular shape you are interested in? Anything at all? Yeah, why not?
Dodecahedron.
I already have one
Make
spear.
it a D20.
You want a spear? And he puts his hands together over this rock, and you see him elongate his hands into this, let's say, 4-foot wide spear, mimicking the one you have on your person.
This could be a 4-foot spear that I have to carry out.
You said spear, bro. All right. He sees your reaction. Yeah. And he begins to like put his hands back together into like a fine point, and he I think your spears are 4 feet. Yeah, dude. Oh, like a spear. Oh, I think you meant like a spear, like pointy, stab. Okay. Okay, well, he still does these things, and he managed to get into a small circle for you, and and he holds the spear out to you, and he puts it in your hand. And weirdly enough, this doesn't seem magical in what he's doing. It is. Any magically in tune person would get like no magical like senses from this guy doing this. No arcane energy, nothing.
I mean, I could detect magic.
You could.
I'm pretty confident it is magic.
Seems we're coming up on the den. Did you all still want to stop by and see your fellow returned?
You had hesitation. Oh no, it was Parker. Someone said, I think it was Parker that said you had hesitation. They'd be splitting off from the passwords. Is that you, Parker?
I said, yeah, I did say, I'd say, like, after all this conversation, I said I was only speaking for myself, but
I'm gonna stick with the part.
I'm gonna stick with the party. Stick with the party.
Wow.
My part.
That's amazing.
Party and make a new character, though. Sorry.
Well,
We're gonna go kill the president.
not to be rude, I guess. Be a bit rude to have not mentioned my name up to this point. I deeply apologize. My name is Enza, and this is my companion. Guess you can call him Moreldo. Yeah. Enza was the driver with the sad eyes, yeah, and Moreldo was the guy with the Oni mask and the sword.
Oh, the guy we're talking to is the guy with the fucking grenade.
No, that guy was silent.
Oh, okay. I'll be like, what the fuck?
And he...
So we were talking to the driver.
You were talking to the driver that entire time, and you will say this whole time the horses seem to have been guiding themselves. You haven't committed this to mind until, more notably, as you traveled.
I mean, you did say it initially.
Yeah, I did say it initially, but yeah.
Did the horses look different way? Do they look like living horses, or are they like some material like this cube that you never...
Make a perception check.
It's just 4 guys, 2 guys, 2 horse costume each.
Yeah, Yeah, make a perception check.
I don't have very good perception.
Yeah.
People go out and say,
Hassan, you're able to tell, like, immediately that there's, like, something off about these horses. You're not sure why. I will say Mag with the 21, you also feel something's off, but you figure out that their movement is, like, very robotic, very, like, coordinated. Something that wild horses probably wouldn't do. There's no personality in them. They're very bland. And yeah, you do think that they are alive in some sense, but you get the feeling that they're not. Yeah, they're like they pull the carriage to a stop. They introduce themselves like officially, and on the way out, as they're like climbing out, he says, "Remember, if I were to have one, I guess tip for you out there is to always use your imagination."
kind of the silent guy.
I mean, you see, as you kind of turn around, he's kind of chattering to himself, and he's like, "Well, I'm not supposed to be looking for it. I think that was someone," and you get out of earshot before he kind of mumbles to himself. Yeah. You begin traveling down this path on the sides of hills and some trees on the side. The path itself looks to be relatively bare. Once in a while, you pass by looks to be like a small wooden tower, kind of like on an outpost. And you get like the pastor like waves up, and he's like, "Got some returned here," and you see the guy. Yeah, like there's no response from the guy in the outpost up top, but you see that it might be some kind of nod. Yeah, exactly. Before he keeps charging you down, and then you guys are outside of this structure. Yes, you see that this den is a large singular building with an enclosed yard, and it's got these large wooden palisade walls. 4 towers lining the corners of these walls. And you see that the pastor's like, "Got some returned here." And you see that it's like silent for a moment. I hope someone's at the gate. Sometimes they're not.
So how many returned?
Oh, I mean, there could be hundreds, but at this compound, it's only 50.
50
And
Giant knocker,
yeah, as you're about to like knock, boom, 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 and no response for a moment until the doors, and they begin opening wide. These large wooden doors open into the yard. You see what looks to be a diverse training yard filled with fighters and some mages, archers honing their skills. You see a range of looks. You see a range of looks in your direction as you progress through this courtyard as the pastor leads you into the building. Everybody seems to stop what they're doing and stare at you as you pass by. So yeah, make a perception check, all of you, if you want.
Don't be legionaries, John.
I don't want to meet it. I don't want to meet it. We're currently walking into the most dangerous part of the campaign. I thought some people looking for work and reactive.
As you're passing by, Theron, you might have seen, looks to be some, maybe a villager from the town among the people. Like a faint idea of remembrance, maybe. You're not certain upon just glancing around at the camp. They don't really seem to be. This person is kind of like staring at you. Maybe the faces kind of blend together in the crowd a bit, but you think you might recognize them. But
What happens when I make eye contact with them?
you get this stare. Like this person is staring at you. It seems to be a young person, probably in their 20s, human, and based on how you briefly saw him performing, not well suited to combat. Oh my god! Is that him?
Oh shit.
And you see... That's Theron! The hero of Freehold! In this, yeah, because Matt wasn't sure if he was playing, so Cole wrote his backstory separately, is what we have.
That's completely fair.
So yes, so this is recognition. Before you see other return, just like look at this guy.
It's like the adoring fan from Skyrim.
Glad to see you again, buddy.
Well, it's good to see you too. Yeah.
You have no idea what his name is.
I can't even try to roll.
Nope.
Shit.
Call him whatever name you think he should have.
It's been a while since rolled back. Yeah, it's I don't know either.
It's Rufus.
Rufus, you're right. I was about to say that. Rufus, it's good to see you again, my friend. I'll reach out my hand.
All right, and he's going to take it with both hands. He's like, pleasure to see you again, sir. Oh, Yeah, you disappeared when you went off in the forest. Where'd you go?
I went to go slay the beast. They've been terrorizing us, but it's got me first. Obviously.
Oh. Yeah, no one was able to find any trace of you, so we just thought you left.
Well,
Actually, oh, it's way worse than that. Actually, we thought you just like disgraced us, left the town on our own, and honestly, we just thought you were a coward. I mean, till I died. I mean, we just sang songs, like a few about you.
that's just annoying. God, that's.
I mean, but you die. But so you are a hero. So this doesn't matter. They're all dead. They're all dead now.
I don't know about that. It's speaking of that, do you know anything about what is going on here?
Uh,
Around lower than
yeah, I've been here like a month now. Yeah. So I joined with this group of people. Usually they assign you in groups if you come individually or by yourself. Yeah, so I have like my party and I we go we have like someone we report to here at the den. Usually it's another return who's been here longer than us, and you know, he watches over us, makes sure we're doing okay, and sends us out on quests and stuff that people have reported in. Huh? What do you mean? Like, till they get tired? Oh.
Are we not like truly? Are we not truly like reborn or something? Is this temporary? Are we just back for a moment?
As far as I'm aware, we live until we die, just like before. In terms of what did you say earlier about how long we live? I don't. I mean, I haven't counted. I see a lot of new faces, and I don't see a lot of old faces, I guess. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it fills me with purpose. You know, ever since I saw my loved ones die, like my dad and my mom and my three sisters, and I realized that my entire farm is gone. And anyone who's ever known me is dead.
I'll be honest with you, it's not exactly
Well, I mean, I died of fever, but you know,
someone
I mean, I just died of sickness, so you know. Yeah, what's up, Darren?
it's been a pleasure chatting.
This is the longest we've talked. This is great.
Sorry we haven't talked before.
I will play some light music as well.
But it seems we have other places to go.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that pastor will probably need to show you around. Sorry about that.
And Richard, it was nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's Rufus, but that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, and he shakes your hand again, but this time a little slower. And
Did any of us see anybody else from our past lives?
immediately, no. Unfortunately, the rest of you don't really see anybody that you would commit to of note from your past life.
Nobody in the Legion area?
Nope, not. Maybe they're around in this area, but not here at the den.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, upon trying to go towards leading you to the front of the building, you notice that there seems to be some guy standing in front of the priest, the pastor. Sorry. Let me see if I can. There's the Den of Deeds. Sure. Okay. It seems to be some pretty muscly figure. He's got like a big bushy beard, bald head, furrowed thick eyebrows. Just kind of furrowing at the pastor here, and he's like, "I ain't letting no stinking more return come into this fucking compound." None of I have anything to say about it. And he looks over at you. He's standing a few, 1 or 2 feet taller than you, I would say. I don't know how short Isla is, but name's Meh. Doesn't matter to you. I need you to get the fuck out. There's not enough slots in the afterlife for you wusses. So why don't you go ahead and turn around and leave?
I was planning to do that anyways.
You don't have to leave. What are you talking about with slots? The pastor kind of pipes up. He's like,
Come on, gang.
Wait, guys, come on. We haven't even talked to the... We haven't even talked to Sage yet, please, everybody. Can we just stick together?
And why do we want to talk to this Sage?
Because he'll help you get you settled with a leader and get you...
Clearly there's some promise about seeing yourselves or You've given us plenty of reasons this thing, but have shown us none.
I guess you're right. I don't...
See ya.
I've only done this a few times. I'm still a bit new. I'm sorry. I just don't want you to die out there without... a lot of returned come back and don't know what they want to do, so they end up getting themselves killed because they don't know how...
We already did die. So we're freaking again? We lost everything. All things considered, we are dead.
Oh shit. You hear a yell from inside the building. What the fuck is going on out there? And you see the door like burst open, and there's this older figure. He's got long white hair. He's got like a light beard and mustache. Scar on his cheek. He looks very seasoned in how he carries himself in terms of a fighter. He's got cladded, looks to be a mixture of padded and half plate armor. I'll show you what it looks like. And you see this Myrrh fellow in front of you says, "Pipe down, Myrrh. I don't want anybody else fucking coming into this compound stealing my slot to the afterlife." Yeah. And he looks over, and this older guy looks over at you, looks over at Myrrh, and he just... he just punches him, and... No, he punches Myrrh, not the pastor.
Do you know his name yet?
No, not yet. Mur mentioned it was some guy named Sage, I think, in that brief discussion, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but it's done. And you see Mur, when he got punched, he's just laying on the ground right now. He is out. He looks over at you, Seven. He's like, you returned? Just follow me for a moment. Sage, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear another fucking word from you, priest. You come in this building, I'll demolish you. Alright, everybody after me. You see Sage, like, stops. He's like, and he turns around and he gets, like, this white handkerchief out of his, one of his breast pocket, and he hands it over to you, Ayla. Is it Ayla or Ayla? Ayla, okay. And he says, just keep it. And he turns back around and motions you guys to follow him into, like, looks to be, like, it looks to be an office. There's many doors inside this building. I didn't describe the interior. You see like a great wooden hall. You see filled with tables, artifacts, and plaques. You notice the artifacts might be some stuff that people have collected that are now on display here. You see a few other people are still chatting around the tables until this ruckus came about, and now there's some people still staring at you as you're coming through. Others seem to be paying respect to some of the plaques on the walls as well. There is also a wide range of, Maggie would notice this most, monster trophies, monster heads on the wall. You notice that there are a few maybe small dragons. Looks to be a couple goblins on there as well. Yeah.
Like those I don't recognize. Like I immediately grab my journal and start sketching the ones I don't recognize. The ones I do, I'm like, you.
Oh, that's new. Yeah. Yeah.
I sketch it down as I
Yeah, and you're led to the end of the hall. It looks to be like a higher up. So on this like second floor, you go up the staircase into the hall. There is this wide room. It looks like his personal chambers slash office, where he motions you guys to sit around this long circular table around with these like comfy red velvet chairs.
Are there any trophies in this thing?
You know that there is actually. Yes, on the back wall, you would notice that there is a very, very large bird. Make a survival check. It's a large bird. It is technically a monstrosity. And it's this bird, like, looking over, basically. The beak is so long that it outreaches about halfway through the room. And he motions you guys to sit. Do you guys sit? Okay. Okay. And there's 10 chairs around that table, yeah. There's more than enough room. I never, yeah. Yeah, and it's a bunch of wooden furniture. You notice that there is seems to be like a wide bed in the far corner. Seems to be a very compact place, keeping stuff like bedrooms and an office together. And he sits at one end of the table, and he says, "All right, sorry about that. Guy's a real asshole."
That's quite
How long were you here? You brought in today, yesterday, a week ago?
Today.
Today.
Okay. How long ago?
Couple hours.
Alright. What do you want to know?
Another Q&A session.
I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah.
know who's responsible.
Is all this real?
It's real. I've been here 15 years. Yeah.
This has been going on for 15 years? You said this was recent.
I'd say the
Look, those priests are going to say whatever they're going to say. Doesn't matter. I've been here 15 years. I know what I'm here for.
This is exactly what I'm here.
He's kind of tights his lips about that. And and he looks to you all. Here's the thing. I don't know what you want your next goals in life to be. This isn't for the faint of hearted. I'm not gonna have anyone around here that isn't gonna be afraid of getting their hands dirty, following orders, etc. I am not gonna treat you like shit. I'll treat you better than how they're gonna treat you out there.
This is an everlasting life of
He looks at you and his eyes widen for a moment. He's like, "Who the fuck told you that?"
didn't know it was a secret.
And he wanders around the table and he locks the door behind him.
Everyone is so unimaginative.
Alright. I don't mean to overwhelm you. Sorry. And he kind of clears his head for a moment. Who told... Yeah. Who told you about this? Who told you about the tree?
We were attacked message where we came back. Talk about this.
The Goblin King.
Yes. Seems so.
Did he grab anything? Anything? Did he take anything? What was he there for?
He said the fruit.
They wish to kill us.
Did he mention anything about a compass?
He was looking for...
Oh, he was looking for. He said he was looking for a compass. Wasn't he?
He was looking for a piece.
Did you, you didn't find anything, did you? Any small little part?
This thing sounds important to you. Tell us what it is. It's a compass.
That depends. I need you to do something for me. If I'm going to involve you further in this, I need to, I guess, be your overseer.
Oh, we're being recruited.
Are you? Is this place affiliated with the church?
If I have anything to say about it.
There seems to be lots of organizations.
Okay, what are we required by the church
Yeah, so in character,
Hurt people and hope they comply. What if they don't?
I've seen many people leave. They get people in with the promises of this afterlife, but only people I've seen talk about it are these higher ups at the church, so I'm not really gonna take their word for it. I don't really like the higher ups of the church anyway. I've seen a few of them, and they don't really seem like trustworthy people. Not particularly, no. It could be real. My own belief, probably not. If it's too good to be true. Many people are, how do you say, coerced into it just because, they're afraid of dying. So it's just one way to escape that in some sense. But, there have been reports that people have seen it, but I've never met someone that has. So it claims to have, but if you've seen the afterlife, then why is he still alive? It's my question. I've met him. No, guy creeps me to my bone. If you ever see him, you'll know why.
This world seems to have lots of people saying conflicting information. What is your claim to so was the last one. Yeah, but the last one seemed delusional. Everyone seems delusional.
I'm not gonna make you do anything. I'm just gonna recommend you what I think might be a best mode of action for you all. I have concerns that he's like unsure of if he should even mention this to you, but the people who end up leaving from this organization here at the Den, or people that wander and don't commit themselves to the church, I've never seen many that stick around for long. I have a hunch that eventually they're killed. Now, behind closed doors, I don't. That priest out there, realistically, no power. One of the higher-ups of the church comes by, I have to comply.
Can I make an insight check on this guy real quick?
Yeah.
Or he was really trying to, that face. And he's now being
What is your description of what we ought to do? What is your way to the best of this world is better than us figuring out things ourselves?
Honestly, it's not. I'll be honest with you. And that was the first group I oversaw. There was another group of 6 before you all, and I was trying to help uncover what might be going on at the church. Didn't go so well, and 6 of them died.
I think I will be taking my leave of absence and how long this guy overseeing
He said the 6 of them. Might cut off. Well, they didn't follow my instructions. I wanted them to scope out the misty woods over by the lake, trying to figure out if they could figure out exactly how to get to the cathedral. Those woods are a maze. If you don't go the right direction, you can get lost easily. And it's dangerous over there. Very dangerous. But I think I might have a ticket to get into that cathedral if you are willing to help me. Well, you'll have my support here from the den. Secondly, you won't be hunted down and killed. I would support you anyway, but probably someone associated from the church. No, the servants of eternity.
Seems like our paths have told us different information. He said we can go off on our own and leave if we wanted to.
Did he mention that the people who go off die? Any... I was trying to find the location for that Cathedral of Eternity. Most people, when they die, their bodies, the church, with permission of course, brings them into that cathedral. And with the people that are about to die, like sick or elderly, they lead them there. I don't know. Something going on inside the cathedral has never rubbed right with me.
Seems like this world is filled with others looking to play puppet master on the lagoon. Seems we are in quite a situation. Going from one errand boy crew to the next, risking our lives for our mysteries and quests.
Could we do something about going across it? What's to stop them from just taking some random people instead of all the reform? Makes us different.
We are expendable. We are without us. We have nothing. We have no fortune.
Because if you come back or too, you should know about that.
So what do I say?
You are against the church.
Yeah,
Seems like it never got a choice.
What if the alternative is being hunted down?
That's exactly.
I guess that shouldn't be honest.
I think I'll treat you nicer than some army sergeant. At least I think so.
That's bullshit.
I don't know what you mean.
There's S on the compass.
You see,
Title sequence.
Brad's pretty
yeah, Isla's pretty much been writing everything down. So you see pretty quickly she makes as much as possible.
So that leads me to that compass. There's I've been uncovering recently about some treasure left here. It's across the ruins of eastern Salix here, and it's parts of some compass. And that tree is only supposed to be found with that compass. So I don't know if I can draw. I guess I can just do a cone template. I mean, I can give you a new version of that map, but I mean, that's pretty up to date. I don't really have
No, I just mean.
Oh, yeah. Sure. And he goes over to like his chest in the back and he pulls out. Yeah, basically. Welcome to eternity, yeah. he, Alright, he gives you guys the 6 maps then left over. So everybody has a map of the region.
Now, no one can get lost unless they're actually not explorers.
Guys, I saw the issues about knowing each other's
No. Hand over a compass. They're pretty expensive, if you don't mind me saying. He pulls out, looks to be a compass from his pocket, and he hands you that. Looks to be pretty nice. Yeah, they don't.
Maybe with the cartel.
Oh, you know what?
Whoops.
He was here now.
So, that fucking Goblin King. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to get, I'm sure he has a piece or two himself, but, you know. I'm told they were once, and then they just got worse. Became corrupted, I guess. Whatever this time period, during that void age they were talking about, there's it also cut off other realms like the Feywild, and well, apparently goblins originated from there. I'd say in between. They have the intelligence, but none of the morality of me or you, I'd say. Oh no, honestly, they're dangerous fuckers and they should be killed. I haven't seen a good goblin since I got here. This one that never. Yeah.
The half-orc would look over with you, like, like
seems as if your mask is blocking your eyes.
I mean, I tried not to be judgmental. I thought you all had like varying degrees of skin conditions or something.
Yo, no, Will, it is. Hey, the Romans were, they were
Well, one-sided technically.
yeah, it was a one-sided guy action was allowed, okay? That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, out of character. Christ's time period had no non-humans. Basically. He has no idea what you guys are.
That's so funny. Wow.
Sorry. The only thing Christ relates goblins to is that you guys are safe by calling them barbarians.
So wait, you thought those goblins we were fighting were sort of
I mean, it's not any different from what I was brought up with. Besides, they had told us right. Yes. They attacked first. Listen. I didn't kill them because they looked like that. I killed them because they attacked us.
Leave the soldier alone. He seems like he's dealing with it.
Listen, if I killed every ugly person I came across, this group would be a lot smaller. Not you, Twink. You're fine.
I think
That's what
anyway.
Gotta say, is there anything else we can... They told us this is a new time. This is all very...
Yeah, sure. And he goes over what I told you in the primer. And he also...
Fire tornadoes randomly. I don't fucking know. I can't just assume it's a...
Yeah. Expedited. So he's like...
Yeah, so my character says that,
What? What the fuck is that? No! We have rain. And snow in the winter. It's the worst. We live in the north.
this is just the Chicago setting.
My character was like, well, I guess it's about that time.
He points to the bottom left over there. He's gonna highlight that. And he's gonna be like, that right there's Baramil. Or, I'm not saying it the right way. Fuck those guys. They're, yeah, that. They're, that's the other side. That's another country. We are in Mortalis, which is all the greenery. You see all this? And he gestures his hands over this. Yeah. Don't go into Baramil. Because the only way to get there is through Buzzsaw. And I don't want you... Realistically, I probably don't want you going onto the whole western side of Salix here. It's a bit too dangerous for your lot, I think, just off the bat.
Buzzsaw doesn't make sense.
I love this. This is like the RPG. These Like this is higher level area, dangerous area. You're not. There's no access. This is actually great. Okay, awesome. I just
There was something I was curious about. I did notice that question was Bob's. I was less capable than I was before I died.
Yeah. The equipment we have on is random. I don't even know why myself. Yeah. In character.
think about us asking this question. Let's make something up right now.
I hope the nearest local tavern is called Portillo's. That's great.
Bro, I can't wait to play the Chicago City one day. Except John, he gets lost.
It seemed most of the stuff I had on me was what I had on me when I was in person, or what I had in person when I died. So maybe you didn't have it on you when you died? That's the only thing I could think of. In terms of...
Maybe,
It's honestly the hardest part of
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit of a hassle to have to figure everything out again, but you lot seem smart. Especially you. He points over to Isla.
the child.
Wait, child? How?
You're a smart child.
Oh my fucking god. Oh no.
It's like a high school teacher telling you, oh, you're so mature for your age.
Oh, I get it. So Parker's character could be 118, but suddenly I have a crush on Mavis Dracula. Anyway, alright, let's go ahead. Let's move on. So on the western side, the monsters over there are quite ravenous. I would not go off into the wilderness over there, especially if you have to go over there. On the eastern side, same thing applies, but we've noticed that the monster attacks over here have been less frequent and not as harsh. So, plan accordingly.
Level 5, got it.
Mag was sketching something in her phone, and then would just come out and ask her, do you have any of these? And back when I died, I was killed by this beast, and I pull up a rough sketch of a explosive beast. Do you have these in your way?
And he pulls it up, holds onto it, and it's just like examining it. Yeah, I've seen a few of these before.
Only a few, right? Not in packs, I hope.
No, just a few.
Okay.
They usually congregate over in the Crimwood Forest, and he points on the map.
Which forest?
The Crimwood Forest, top right.
Top right. The fucking red forest. The red forest, John.
Yeah, that one.
I hate it.
Let's go grind.
I hope not.
Let's grind this RPG to get to the high level area.
I hope I'm not blindsiding you with too much info. Is there anything I can? Yeah.
Yes, we can figure out some of this ourselves.
That depends. If you wanted to, if I'm your overseer and you are in the den now, then you have protection at least from the church, so you won't have to worry about them.
At least, well,
The den is it's under the church. Like the den serves the church, but like behind closed doors, this guy does not. In all transparency.
so like we would be like, oh yeah, we're part of the church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're part of the den, which is part of the church. Just no, I think you need to figure out how to get the parts for that compass. And Will, I'm just gonna mention this to you. Did you remember what you picked up last session?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Just making sure you know about it. All right. And he's
Will is evil. He is evil.
I did roll insight earlier, John. Did you tell me anything that I could read off of this guy?
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad. I was just kind of wrapped up. Yeah. Insight 19. Yeah. As far as you can tell, yeah, this guy is very easily this in terms of how he acts towards you and in general with other people that you've seen his brief interaction, he wears his words on his sleeve a bit. And you think how he talks to you and his genuineness is, is real. You think there's also an amount of wisdom also that lies with him that.
Like my character is I trust the information this guy gives, but also everyone in this world seems like they're just trying to use fucking errand movers who are expendable, and well, it's not signal of their character.
Yeah, I mean he'll
Anyways, so
he'll restate it. So he says about that. He's like, once again, by the way, if you really don't want to do any of this, you don't have to. I'll send you away with my, with my seal. I'll make sure to back you up. I just don't do anything crazy out there, and you have my support. Secondarily, because yeah. In terms of where I want you to go first, I don't. I think you guys have done a lot so far. So, leave that to me for a couple days from now. Until then, get acquainted, get situated. I do have something for you if you really want.
he's saying go do side quests and level up.
Yeah. Tell you what, are you in are you in fighting form right now?
Yes.
All right, you know that Murph fellow I just punched earlier? All right, he's gonna be really pissed. Yeah. I'm surprised he isn't knocking at the doors right now. Yeah. For some reason, he has like a belief that there's only a certain amount of slots of return that could be in the afterlife. So, so he just doesn't want anybody else, I guess, joining for that reason. So if I'm going to be your new overseer, and you're going to do this for me, then I think, one, knock him into his place. Secondly, prove to me that I can send you on some stuff that I can actually count on you on. No, challenge him and his group to combat here in the training yard.
Oh my god, it's the arena! There's always one arena combat zone. We just gotta get through it, and then there won't be one for the entire campaign, right, John? No, you said stop.
Meow. I didn't really count this within this arena when I told you that anyway, so.
Half the campaign's gonna be in the
I'd say about a third of it. Anyway, so you guys, so he's like, yeah. So challenge Murr and his party to a combat. All right. I'll watch you. If you have any, if you need any help, let me know. I can step in if they go too far. If they're beating you. Side thing, Murr has a bum leg. Use that. Left one. His left. Yeah, I think that should be everything. If you need something to do after that, I got you covered. I'll figure things out. Is any more questions? Any comments?
I don't have to spare his feelings, right?
No, that guy's an asshole. Yeah, preferably non-lethal. That was me being light around the subject. Do not kill him.
That's in air quotations, right?
Yeah. Oh, before I forget, this is a lot of information I know. Just because we're associated with the church and the servants of eternity does not mean you have like diplomatic immunity in the towns and such. From like the guard, they're their own separate entity. Especially an A guy. Do not fuck with an A guy. Do I make myself clear? An A guy is a elite warrior. There's only 7 of them here in Salix, and they're of the sovereign, so of the government here.
John just telling us basically that this isn't Skyrim. You don't get any Jarl protection or anything like that. It's pretty prime.
Don't mess with the guys that have a skull next to their name icon on top.
They will sleep.
Secondarily, there are a few dangerous monsters in the eastern area. Most notably, there is this creature people are calling a Wendigo. If you see something with a creature with its skull on its face of like a deer, and it's bipedal, run. Am I clear?
Cool. So, already thought you said its name, described it. Sick.
Alright. Ready? Alright. And he opens the door, and like standing 5 feet out, but looks like I'm about to knock on the door, is this that Murr guy? And he's like, you!
What are we Ewing about?
I know it's going so much better.
I'm here to kick your ass, Sage! Alright. It's like, you could do that. Or, instead of me kicking your ass again, you could take your anger out on These guys. You see,
It's a very appropriate name considering you have stars that twinkle on your skin.
you see, there's a smile that you have to just get through us before you get to him. You see a smile creep across Sage's face, Theron, when you say that. And you see Murs like, yeah, okay. Me and the boys will rough you up a bit.
Take it outside, and then it turns into a ballroom. Do I find something?
Dance battle.
Javelin arrows for my bow.
Yeah, you could probably find some stuff like that out in the yard as you see he's leading them out, and you see Murs like, hey everyone, there's a fight! And you see all the returned are chanting, fight, 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 fight! Riot! And he leads you out into the yard, where I am. Let me activate it for you guys. You get a group of people watching on the sidelines, so along the walls and from the insides of the building. But the training yard is yours. You guys are set up on the left side by the target dummies, and his group will be on the right side.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's loading for you guys, right?
It hasn't loaded yet, John. I can't see the image.
We did half of the. We could have half of the. The time to go to short. It was us.
You should be you're full.
I do got a dumb friend named Kevin. Thinks himself is all good.
Oh god. Configure. Lighting. Token vision off. Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Yeah.
We see things.
You guys can't drag your tokens out, I'm pretty sure, so I will do that for you. Thank you. If you can. I'm dragging them out right now. Yeah. It's all good. I'll do it when it's a small roll 20 sacrifice I'll make. Alright. So he like plays up the crowd a bit and he's like, alright. Time to get your asses kicked. And I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative. Oh, is it not out there? Oops. Marcosius. There you are. There's so many of you guys.
There's another guy named Sage out on the field.
Oh, that was where is that? Oh.
Man,
I changed his name. That's my bad. Thank you.
yeah. Also, Will is going
That's because your token is Elf Twink. I won't change it this combat.
to change everyone's
You are?
I can see. Are you sure the map just hasn't loaded yet?
It says it's loaded, but I just don't see anything.
Do you see it now?
Not even.
I'm
Yeah, please do that. If you're not seeing it, it could be because your disk space on your C drive is full, and so that's the reason you're not seeing the map right now. Make sure to click off your token, by the way, because there would be something, because like it was showing black for me if I clicked on a token if my screen wasn't full screen for some reason. Can you refresh the page, Parker?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I can see the mortality map again, right here.
Interesting. Oh.
Yeah,
Hey, honestly though, all of our pages are like below 100.
Do you see it now, Parker?
Nope.
Okay.
Let me switch you about. You do not own any token of vision.
The game is small.
yeah, I don't own any token division, so that's fine for me too.
This shit broke.
So,
You're telling me.
They have token movement.
God, if you want to use the fix, as a quick fix, you can always send it so like someone else has ownership of everybody's.
Oh, thank you. Do you see now, David? Do you see Parker?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
so it's just me left, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, haha.
There it is, perfect.
Would you believe that vision was not enabled for your token? Isn't that just a crazy check mark? Anyway.
It's just my mask blocking my view.
Why can't I see anything?
I can't see
I'm still waiting on initiatives for like half of you.
through these sonic waves.
You cannot roll initiative? Oh, no. Yeah, it is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a very cramped. It's a cramped fucking battle map.
Cannon, I need initiative from you.
Do I just like my token for that?
Yeah. Or,
Or just press it?
yeah, that one. There you go.
Not loading for me. I like that.
You might be. It's loading for me.
There we go.
Alright. Okay. Just for everybody who's still here, last combat, I made combat timer. You only had 30 seconds to complete your turn. I have since extended it to a minute. So you have plenty of time to... no.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, maybe wait for full. So
Sure.
okay, I mean, am I first in combat?
You're second in combat.
can I just say how can start?
It feels really good, doesn't it?
It feels so good. I feel awake. I can buzz.
Alright, I'll start with Will. You have a minute. Go.
It's 10 p.m., you fuckers.
Yeah.
In the correct time zone.
God damn it, man.
Come on, Will. Move. Quick.
I'm just moving.
Where are the enemies?
It's on the far right side.
I'll use my cutting action to hide or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. 1 second.
My character leans over to you and I'm like, he's like, done much of his
I
work,
will
but I can
walk
throw a
up.
punch.
Wait, I can't move my
Do
character.
your best, I guess.
Wait, John, I actually can't see any enemies.
Oh, you can't. It's fine. I paused it. You can't see any enemies?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm streaming.
Guys, he only sees the ones around him. The allies are
Huh.
This mask really sucks.
Yeah, his vision is like 5 feet.
Maybe something with your token. Oh, it's because you... Do you see it now?
Then I just realized who that portrait is.
Who?
That was Arnold the guy at the top.
Oh, it is? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I haven't paused right now. I'm trying to fix David's thing. Sorry.
Okay. Can't see him yet.
Yeah, his name is Merge.
Okay, Mur is the guy in the back. He's not even in the front gonna fight us. What a loop.
They are far away. But all you range guys get them and they know
I have a crossbow.
My character canonically doesn't know he's a Southwest.
Do you see them now, David?
Yeah.
Try refreshing the page and I'll come back to you, okay? Alright, Cole, you're up and you can move.
Okay.
You have 60 seconds.
3, 4, 5. Move up here.
Uh-huh.
Move here. Just kidding, that's a pitch. Stay here. I will lob an arrow over to this guy.
Alright.
Hang on. Make sure I know how to do this.
Alright. It's, make sure he's targeted. Alright, cool. Wow, that was weird.
Targeted him, and then I just click the longbow.
Yep.
Wait a second. I don't know if I think I set this up right again.
Oh god. If you don't spend your turn, Cole, you're gonna take the dodge action.
Very cool. You can do it. You do it.
You, yeah, you should... I am playing combat music.
It's paused.
Oh, it pauses the music for you guys? That's interesting. Alright, so...
Arrows in your inventory, Cole.
Cole, you here?
I have 20 yet.
Okay. You, all I do is right-click them and click the circle, or you click them and click T, or you can... Just make sure... Are they targeted?
Yes.
Okay. So all you do is click the dice on your sword. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Alright.
22 to hit for 5.
And it automatically applies the damage.
Oh, sick.
And that is your turn. Zanir.
I don't like that torches and crashes are
Okay, so just make sure we are keeping track of arrows, right?
Yeah, you are. It automatically keeps track of them anyway.
My character will hold action for just an attack if someone enters me.
Okay.
I definitely do not have them in my inventory.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your turn.
Technically, my dude doesn't even know he's been Genasi
Yeah.
so
Whoops.
try to punch him.
Chrysal, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna move here.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt at this guy. Oh, but no resources specified? What? I have bolts.
It has to be in the item description, maybe.
Okay, whatever. I'll screw the crossbow, then I'll just move up.
Alright.
Hit the shield. Ready action attack if he enters my range.
Okay. Sounds good. Sorry about that. Alright, it's one of them now. This really ugly satyr is going to hop over.
Orange like that? Fuck you. That's my boy right there. Huh?
And he's going to, let's see, attack you twice with a short sword, Cole. That's a miss, so nothing hits. So he's going to attack you again. 12 misses. And it'll be his turn. And then this goblin, or not goblin, sorry. Orc named Boris is going to, let's see, 5, he's got a great axe, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to make a ranged javelin attack at you, Chrysal, unfortunately.
Sorry, he'll be unarmed for the next turn.
Miss.
Unfortunate. That's his turn.
Arm, baby.
Murder is going to. Let's see. He's gonna run along here along the ridge, Cole. Actually, he's going to dash action, and he's gonna go move himself over here behind you.
Hey, what the hell?
And that's his turn. Mag, you're up.
I got your back, Cole. Alright, bonus action.
All right.
Fire off my bow. That'll hit, so that'll do some damage. Yes. That's
Make sure you add it to the weapon in the future in a separate. Oh, it also applied it.
Let's go.
Did it?
Did it apply the regular?
Oh, it was only 1 damage. Yeah, I guess it did. Cool. Lucky you. That's actually really cool. All right.
That is my turn.
All right.
I can go right there.
You can move.
I'll stay here. Okay.
All right. All right. Cormay. He is going to.
John, what are the rules of just delaying your turn rather than holding action?
Delaying your turn instead of holding an action.
You can move yourself lower and anywhere lower.
He is going to walk up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Walk up to you. And
Ready action.
Yep.
Here. Where's
stab, stab. You see, this is old.
You ruined my held action. You walked 1 step farther than me.
oh, sorry, is that hit him?
He's going to cast shield on himself as a reaction. Unfortunately, the spear does not hit, so he would not take damage.
Okay.
He is going to cast. Oh God. Shocking grasp on you, which I got just enough time. That's attack roll, and he succeeded. What?
Wait, really?
Yeah, it looks 18.
Oh.
Safe.
I have defense. It should be a +1 to my DC.
What's your AC on your character sheet right now? 18 is exactly what your character is right now. Make sure to correct that, but
Yeah.
we'll have to correct that for the future. Right now it's in stone. Isla, you're up. The pop out is a godsend. Holy shit.
I'm gonna sneak down here, and then I'm going to take forward.
Yeah, fuck up Murr. Fuck this guy. That's a 14. And it misses, unfortunately, as it whizzes past. He's like, I'll get you, bitch! Yeah. As your turn? Alright. It's the. I don't know why his name is Barovian Witch. His name is Barrow.
I like the graphics like zone out, and then I know I'm actually up next.
Oh, it's not your turn. I'm sorry. I meant it's like it's Barrow's turn. My bad. You're still over here.
It's my turn.
I'm sorry.
Alright, do your thing, old man.
He's gonna walk up and he's gonna make a ranged dagger attack. Yep.
My AC, because it's not taking my fighting style into account.
It'll bounce off like that.
He takes 3 damage to himself. Alright. That'll be his turn. Now it's your turn, Mr. Hassan.
Sneak attack him.
Alright.
Alright. And then I will offhand it as well.
Yeah, that was max damage.
Alright. He is looking pretty bruised from your slashes.
And then as my cutting action. Oh, wait, I already used
Is that your turn then?
my I believe so.
Alright. Elf Twink, you're up.
Which of these
Let's see, which fellow is flanking you looks more wounded? The satyr, for sure.
Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and hit him. I'm going to draw my great swords.
Okay.
Great swords, right? Short swords.
Great swords.
Cole almost just destroyed the entire party.
I'm a dual wielder.
Short swords.
You're a dual wielder.
I do.
He, she, we, dual wielder. Go.
Draw my short sword.
Attack him! Attack!
Sounds like why are there so many dual wielders? Sounds like thank God.
That's a cool trait.
Oh Jesus. Non-lethally.
Unfortunately, the first attack was all you were able to get out on your turn due to time running out. But you did kill him. Or you, wait. Sorry, what?
Wait, what?
I paused it right now. So Cole, did you do it lethally or non-lethally? By the way.
Not lethally, please God.
Okay, then you knock him out,
Nice.
and the satyr falls to the ground. Zinir, you're up.
Okay. So I'll move up one. What is this? Oh, it's just
What is that blue condition?
Shield.
and I'll go for a punch. I got a target.
Yes.
Here we go.
Hey! Oh my god. What the fuck?
So like you see like he just like Zinnia's just gonna run up for a punch, and then all of a sudden you just like as the thing makes contact, his arms kind of like the cracks light up and just like crack and like giant pop that can be heard from probably the next street over as this guy just impacts his food.
I'm gonna pop up next to Boris.
Unfortunately, he seems to sidestep it. Go ahead and roll damage and apply it to yourself, but I will. Unfortunately, that misses as he decides to turn the blade on you. Redirects the attack. Okay, and you have mobile, right? Okay. Is that your turn? Alright. Chryso.
Could you make me a dex check, John? I'm doing a shield bash.
Okay.
Your dex save. That's gonna be contested.
That's a 15 on the dex save.
Okay. We tied, so go again.
Go again.
I guess.
If I beat the DC, which is you're the one proccing it, and if he meets your DC, which is 15, then it's he succeeds. That's how I would think it would work anyway.
Okay.
Alright, I'm pause.
This is
We can talk about it later, but that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, 20 does hit. Through his, there we go. And you, lethally or non-lethally?
not lethal. I just bonk him over the head with a spear.
Alright. So he, go, and he falls, and that's like a loud thud, actually, because he's quite fat. Alright, is that your turn? Alright. It's Boris's turn. He is gonna attack you with his great axe. He's just like, whoa!
He's technically unarmed, John.
He pulls out his great axe.
Let's waste his bonus action.
It's a free action, actually, to equip something. Anyway, that's gonna be his turn. And then it's Murder's turn, who is still up. And he's gonna look at you, Elf Twink, Theron. And he's gonna say, ugh, it looks like I could eat you between my teeth. And he's gonna roll a longsword attack on you. I'm not done yet! He's gonna attack you again. And that's a 5. Alright.
No, he's not.
Fortunately, looks like this does nothing. And he is going to end his turn.
I fire my bow, lance an arrow at Burr as he tries to whack.
Alright.
Try to do his thing.
It shoots by and it misses him.
That's easy. My turn.
Alright. Nice try, Podunk! You're up.
Bring that
Oh my god. Oh! Waiting for it to roll damage here. Dun, 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 dun.
Do I have to do something?
No, it should be auto-applying the damage here.
I would like to shoot.
It's just lagging, Spike. Alright.
Come on, so
I'll roll 3d8, so just know. 6. That is exactly enough to down him. Do you kill him lethally or you knock him out?
I mean, I'd like to not lethally if I can.
Alright. As non-lethally as you think you can muster, you hurl out a chromatic orb of fire that seems to knock him out. Alright, it's going to be Borrow's turn. He's going to walk up, and he sees you, and he's going to make a couple attacks at you with his, actually, yeah, he's gonna just attack you with his dagger. Well, that was weird. Alright, looks like that hits and it does 4 damage to you. That'll be his turn. Yeah, it's from some indie game. I forgot what it was. I used it in David's campaign with me. Will, or Hassan, you're up. Oh, I don't know. Oh, click back on your own character. There's some reason. That's a bug, I guess. Alright. Yeah, that guy was fucking... He did not have any useful spells for that moment. And... no. Yeah, it's not rolling right now. Yeah, he's unconscious. Do you do it lethally or non-lethally? I will ask. Okay. Is it... Alright. Elf Twink, Theron, you're up.
Alright, I will move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Surrender.
Can I hit Boris with an arrow from here without hitting a friend?
Yeah, I would say it's probably pretty hard from that angle specifically. Maybe you can walk on the bridge.
Can I backtrack?
Yeah.
Alright, so I was here. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. How about from here?
What a clear shot that looks like.
Excellent.
You have 20 seconds.
It's alright, I got this.
It's a longbow shot?
Miss.
Oh.
Cringe enter.
Unfortunate. That'll be your turn. Zanir, you're up.
Yeah, I'm like kind of like confused now. And I just but like I see this other guy who's like fighting. This guy's not faltering, so I'll go in for another.
Falcon Punch! You can go ahead and roll that again. I don't know if you did that on purpose. There you go. Boom! And you just like, he just like grabs his eardrums for a second there, recoiling from the attack. Is that your turn?
Yep, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Just for everyone can do this, but you can actually just end your turn if you want it to end. So I will actually just leave that up to you guys for the future. Saves me time and voice. Yep, you do. You get +1. He Kevin'd! Jack Kevin!
Yeah, I mean, I can't control rolling like sub 10 fire attacks. It is what it is.
Alright, Chrysler, you're up.
Give me a dex save.
Alright. We'll have to put this into like a feature spell, because I know this can happen automatically. I just don't think it's been... Natural 1.
Bad.
Yeah.
He's on the ground. Alright. Here's my spirit attack.
Alright, so you just like slash this guy with your spear, and seems to have taken it pretty far in. He's bleeding. He is.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Alright. So one leg, and yeah, sure enough, do you do it lethally or not lethally? How do you want to do this?
I just take the shield and smack him over the head with it.
As he's driven into the dirt, and you get a like nice round of applause and cheers from the local patrons or the other returned. Sorry, and as you look over to Sage, he seems to give you like a nice nod of approval, and he's clapping with people. Seems to be impressed by.
The goblins did put up more of a fight.
There were more of them. We're gonna end combat.
Congratulations, you guys have seen your model.
This fight was a lot less stressful than the goblin combat.
Yep.
There's so many of them.
But yeah, you guys get a lot of people coming out to like meet and greet you. A lot of people introduce themselves. A lot of people ask your names. I don't know if any of you respond any way in particular.
I find a single legionnaire in the crowd.
Unfortunately, Chrysal, your perception falls short, and you are not able to.
Is Rufus in the crowd?
Yeah, you see Rufus. He actually comes up to you and he's like, "Nice shot! That was really something on that guy."
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Holy crap, did you guys see that punch?
Yeah, it was very. Yours was the most like theatrical because you just come up with this electrically charged fist and then yeah, crackling with lightning energy. You know?
Maybe it has something to do with this condition.
You guys really showed Murr who's boss.
I was born yesterday.
I was reborn today.
Got a few laughs from people with that one, Meg. A few cringes.
Are you telling me that he just sent my joke louder and he got laughed?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. Hate to see it. Anyway,
Zach doesn't even notice. He's just like,
Sage walks out and he's like, all right, that's it. Somebody heal the unfortunate losers of today. And you guys, meet me outside the gates here."
real quick, who's her?
Self-damage.
One. I'm pretty sure auto does it, doesn't it? Oh, okay. All right, no worries. No worries. You guys are let out the gate by Sage, and
We really won't have more combat.
What is it, like, dawn now? John? Sun setting?
no, it's probably about noon. Sun's directly over you.
What?
Also, I'll second your move.
Yeah, I can see you guys totally taking a short rest right now if you really wanted to, but yeah. So Sage leads you out away from prying eyes and ears, and he says, "Yeah, that was really great stuff. You guys a bit stronger than I thought, but there's a little bit to work on before I send you anything too dangerous. About that thing I was going to tell you about after this. Can you guys do me a favor?" There's a tavern. It's called the Waiting Rose. It's southwest of here. My brother, he goes there every day of the week, once a week, to grab some bags of sand, and I just want to make sure that you guys make sure he doesn't get into any problems. Will, you said yourself you didn't want to be heroes.
Is the tavern keeper gonna ask us to kill rats in his cellar?
Yeah, he might. Alright. He's gonna look like me, except a bit uglier, a bit older. He's got about the same figure as well, so hard to miss. His name's Hanma. He should come through there in about a couple hours from now, so just go ahead and sit around until he comes in, and just make sure he doesn't get in any problems. Is that fair?
12 hours?
No, a few hours, around 2 o'clock. And yeah, that was good. But in terms of, I don't know if you all knew this, but you do get paid for doing stuff here from the commission. This is I'll just pay you up front if you wanted to buy something in town or by the tavern. And he hands each of you 20 gold. Yeah. You had whatever your background gold was. No. Like I said, I'm paying you up front for what this is. The reason is because usually people from town end up making fun of him for buying sand. So I just need you guys to make sure he doesn't do anything. He doesn't. It's to make sandcastles. Yeah.
I say, at least you,
Yeah, I'm really grateful. That's why I'm trying to look after him,
insight. No, I'm kidding.
But Yeah, please, for your own safety, do not mention anything about the sandcastles, or him using the sand for that, or making fun of him for the sand. It's for a good reason, trust me. If he wants to tell you, it's up to him.
I'm sad, like his daughter was the one going out on the beach making sandcastles or some shit, man, I swear.
But, yeah, you know how to get into town?
You guys quite accurate here.
No, you came, or you would have came north. Sorry, out of character.
Further down the road, that
Alright, so let's go there.
before we leave, can I try like looking around for like extra arrows lying around and stuff like that?
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Got it.
We should have looted Merv's party. We should have run them for everything they have.
He sees you.
An honorable duel. That's what I get ordered
Yeah,
for. Your strongest item if we beat you in a duel.
he sees you. There's like a bucket of arrows by the door, and Sage sees you eyeing it, and he's like, "Yeah, just go ahead. Just take a few. It's gonna get into supplies though, so if you plan to, use more arrows, then just ask me first, and I'll sell you some. But yeah, here. Do you want like big like javelin like arrows or arrows?
I mean, the ones I
Right. Okay. Yeah. So there's like a bucket, like I said. So you'll find
You should probably go for the spear then.
you'll find about 8 in there, Matt.
Casually keep a ballista around.
No. All right. So you guys end up leaving, and you guys are traveling along the path. Takes you about, say, it's about a 3-hour journey on by foot.
Jesus Christ, we need a cot.
Would be a lot faster. And you guys end up arriving at the Waiting Rose. No problems, luckily for you. It's this large building, and on the outside it's got lots of like muddy tracks from like carts going by. It's like this crossroads, right? So there's a lot of carts going by. It's this 2-story structure building, and there seems to be like a roof for the carts, but it uses the second floor of the tavern as the roof. So it's actually kind of nice. There seems to be like a little stable for them as well, and seems to be like a small house across from it on the opposite hill. And I will take you there.
Is the cart that we were traveling on before here?
You don't see it. Okay. So as you begin filing in to this place, you see it looks to be a few patrons around inside the tavern. You see what looks to be, of course, the stereotypical parts of a tavern. There's the 2 hooded figures in the corner. Looks to be some people playing music. Actually, I will play that song right now. Yep. It's about. We're ending at 10, so. Night, Parker. Thanks for playing, man.
Thanks for having me and moving the session forward.
No problem.
Hi, Parker. I do not have vision.
You should in a minute. Oh, God.
I'm blind, DM.
I see him with glasses.
Can't see, I'm making a
Help me. Oh wait, no, Parker's not here anymore. Oh
Yeah,
god.
they're cryptors. Safety numbers.
Can you see it now?
Holy shit, it's Thrall.
So I'll let you drag it however you want.
Okay, it's the sun.
Yeah.
Wait, these two images right here, though? What the heck?
So the song you're hearing is what these two bards by the piano are actually singing.
Nobody's actually playing the piano.
No. They're playing what looks to be a couple lutes.
Wow, this is very
I think it is.
Yes. Anyway, it's all my personal favorites.
Front door? Wait.
There's two doors.
There's all.
Yeah. So you see by the table there seems to be some very large bartender. He's got like a big old wide smile on him, short kempt hair. He's carrying around looks to be some food for the patrons, and he sees you all come in, so he's like over the balcony, and he's like, "Hey there! Welcome to the Waiting Rose. My name's Pi. Let me know if I can help you." And he brings some fruit over to Pai. And he looks to hand some fruit over to this patron. Two patrons arm wrestling with each other at a table. Looks like between a elf and an orc, and the elf is winning by a landslide. And he walks down and he greets you all in person, closer, and he's like, "Hey, welcome to the Waiting Rose. Is there anything I can do for you?" Oh yeah, Hanma. Yeah, he comes in about once a week. Should be about a couple hours from now, if you wanted to, or like an hour from now, I guess. Oh wait, because it's 3 hours to get here. Yeah, it'd be around this time. Okay, so yeah, he would say, should be coming in any time now. Just go ahead and make yourselves comfortable till he gets here. Do you want anything to drink? I got ale, got some wine. Maybe you're hungry.
You mentioned an ale, like mags and ice, but what? Picture of ale, please.
Yeah. Like fish. We catch fish here locally in Salix. There's some carrots, beets, potatoes. Maybe you're more of a beef or pork kind of guy.
You have bread.
Yeah, we got bread. You want some bread? And he's like with the music. He's like dancing with it. He's like, and he brings you. He comes back and he's got like he's got a whole loaf of bread for you there.
See what I want.
Yeah, kill it right up, handsome.
Whoa. Nice.
You see like a couple of tears like drip from Price House like chin mask. A little bit of bread.
Oh, are you okay?
What, they don't have bread in your world?
Not bread this good looking. It's real.
Oh, I mean, dude, just go ahead and take it, man. It's all good. Don't worry about paying me back either. Seems like I made your day. That's all that matters to me in the end. So here, he hands you the whole loaf of bread.
I will die for you.
Import anything from Bethany?
Yeah, I mean, I got some. Yeah, just like Bahramil. Yeah. We got like some spices, but we don't really have any. We may have some fish from their lake, but that's about it.
Or like arak or
No.
drinks? Okay. Well, I'll take one of these ales.
Yeah. Just house ale, two house ales, and a wine.
Yeah, sure.
Water, please.
Cute looking elf man. What kind of wine? Is that white or red?
Put them in, but white please.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. And just to get it out there, I'm not hitting on you. I'm actually taken by Well, not yet. I don't know where she is, but I'm not really, but, Anyway. And he comes back and sits you guys at a table, and he comes back with 2 ales and your wine. And he's like, that'll just be like, let's say 3 copper each from all of you.
Okay.
You're making me convert this shit, guys.
Death!
Copper makes one silver.
Yeah, there is.
Inventory is
Oh, currency. Wait. Krysa's just eating chunks of bread in between spins. So strange.
I do like me. I answer to be and then I can be.
Wait, did you say 3 copper from each?
Yeah, 3 copper from each.
I mean, 10 copper is 1 silver. 10 silver is 1 gold.
Yes.
So you're,
9 silver and 7 copper.
So you lot look like an interesting party. You returned by any chance, or just people who happen to come by one another?
Return.
Keep on the field.
The whole world. I think the whole world.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, thanks for doing your part, guys. Like, seriously, like, I wouldn't be able to run this tavern if it wasn't people like you coming along and helping me out and keeping this place safe. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I honestly didn't know if you were returned. I wouldn't even have charged you, so sorry about that. Is there anything I can get you for free? Like water? Like any snack? Yeah, I can get you something. Yeah, beef. Want some ribs? I'm making a mean set of ribs. Yeah, all right. And starts cook. He starts cooking. About 20 minutes later, he comes back and he's got like a full, nice plate of ribs, let's say, for everyone involved. Yeah.
Eat a bit. I wish he had told me he was gonna bring us ribs, because red wine really goes well with beef. Red wine really isn't good for my meat. I have ice.
You got dice?
Thanks. I mean, they're just D6s. We could just sit bet on who rolls higher.
I mean, why not?
Alright.
Take 2. First to roll doubles.
Let's throw it up.
First to roll. That's a good one. I like that.
Alright, Krysal passes out like a pair of dice to the table if they take it.
Take
I'm
it.
gonna put down 5 copper. I'll match.
I'll match it.
I'll match it.
Son, would you like to join us?
All right. There's 2 hooded guys in the top left. There seems to be a studious fellow sitting to himself at a table reading a book. You see that. So yeah.
Wait, they're all over World of Warcraft.
I didn't know it's Thrall. I just picked up an orc portrait. Anyway, so you walk over to these 2 hooded figures. They seem to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, just go with you guys then. Play some dice, guys. Roll some dice. Just like in Roll20.
Alright, so who is
No, just D6s.
2d6, and then whoever rolls doubles first in the round gets the pot.
Wow.
take this win.
I
There's 15 coppers.
Plus your initial bet, so I guess
Only copper.
How much of this is Jack and how much of it's his character?
Alright, double or nothing.
This is just Jack.
Yeah.
This isn't like you and his character.
another. We're doubling now.
I'm doubling now.
I'm doubling. I'll put the silver in.
I'll put silver in too.
Alright, who's starting?
I've been first.
Alright.
This out of the beginning.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go.
Oh my god.
This is rigged.
Why I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna take a note from his book. I'm backing out. I'll take my win.
There, that's the classic problem with playing poker.
Triple or nothing.
Alright, 2 silver.
Double the 15
I think that would be me.
Oh. No,
We were rolled once here. Hang on, give me this shit.
Basically,
Back to him.
Oh,
Back there.
I saw him in the tank.
Trisoc has run out of bread.
Alright. Do we double down again?
I didn't know about that.
you see Pi has just dropped off another thing of bread for you, Chryso.
He is eating more bread.
Hope you like it.
It's a beast.
I'll tell you what. We've been going for how much in so far?
So far, I've lost.
No. This time we play, we scored a couple.
Well,
But the amount's been raising, yeah.
Yeah, it's been. So I've lost now 3 silver. I've lost 3 silver and 5 copper. About so. This last pot was 2 silver each. So your winnings are 6 silver.
I'll tell you what. Go for 5 silver, I'll play again.
That's boozy.
Driving hard bag in, but
Megan immediately puts down 5 silver. Like, I'm in.
5 silver it is.
That's 2 months of a peasant worker's wages. Oh, it's dangerous.
Come on. What is it, 15?
Alright. Now I have no more silver pieces. My fault. I get to write 0 in my inventory. You fucking lose.
I got 8 silver left.
You got to know when to fold, brother.
I'll never fold.
You have to give it. We're going to be broke.
I never will.
Sooner or later, you're going to start betting gold pieces on your advance.
Hey, I don't use gold, alright? I have 8 silver.
All right. So you guys done playing? All right. So we will go over to Hassan, who you walk up to this table, and there seems to be 2 guys kind of whispering to themselves, kind of keeping together. And they see you walk up, and they kind of look at each other, and they look back at you. Are you all contact?
I will
All right.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Pull up a chair.
I did a will pack to shine as much as this before.
I will pull up a chair.
No,
Yeah.
that's fucking no.
All right. Trying to pull up the map from this. I just want to know I'm referencing the right places. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Because we're gonna end the session like almost right after this. So I just wanna. You notice very visibly in their eyes as you sit down that their eyes are stark red, almost glowing, instantly. They have hoods over their faces. No, like red eyes, differently, like glowing eyes.
Didn't the driver have red eyes?
Yeah, but bloodshot. These guys, like, their whole eyes are glowing. It's different. They look at you and they say, so, do you know how long it'll be until they send people from Strice after us?
What the hell? Could be at least a week. That should give us plenty of time.
All right, that's good. We need a head start here. Now, as for what we were supposed to tell you in your return, there's see, our sovereign sent us here, and
I
yeah, I'll pause it. Hold on. Yeah, let me go ahead and play the dark. Yeah, let's go ahead and play dark. We have news from Durestian that they believe that there's something or multiple things located here. Isn't that right, Jakar? And this one, the orange hood, is talking, and he points to, right? Yeah. The dark hood seems to be named Jakar, and he's like, yes, Ozen, and the orange hood is named Ozen, as you know now. There are apparently many artifacts hidden in the ruins under Selix. Many artifacts that a lot of people would love to get their hands on. So, the deal was that we told you where one of these artifact locations are. You got a map? Yeah, so, I know it's... So I'll go to Mortalis here. Bring you guys with. Sorry if it doesn't take a long time to load. Anyway, so you guys, he points on a map. He points towards Lake Kismet, directly over there, and he says, apparently there's something in those ruins that should help you find the compass. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Boss has one of them. I think the Goblin King has like another two. The other three are unknown at the current moment, but we think one of them's there. That's all you're getting from us.
Yes, to my knowledge, he was coming here, right, once we get the pieces from the
Yeah, that way we can try to find out where this dumb tree is. You see that? Ozen's like, I am so excited to eat those fruits. It's so. You were prepped on this, right? You know what we are.
I heard bits and pieces, but I tried to keep details associates. It makes it less messy if, for any reason, I was able to be captured or you were able to be captured or other people's. Get them more big.
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. The undead in Durestian are quite dull. And let me tell you, life as a vampire is droll. I am itching to be free.
There's vampires in this world.
I'll tell you though, it's a lot better than being from Strice. The necromancy over there, unparalleled. We just try to become dead. They try to bring people back to life. There's a difference. I have some standards.
It seems like everyone was trying to bring people back.
Yeah. Except over here in Salix, they're really strict about their rules. Look where I got them. They're fucking weak as shit. The Ray guy aren't no joke though. I'll tell you one thing.
Appreciate you letting me be around with If there's anything else you need from me, I'm sure I'll be around.
Huh?
Hmm?
We're supposed to be here 2 days from now.
I'm saying before the meeting.
Oh. Gotcha. Do we have anything, Chikar? Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't think there's anything. Should be pretty interesting 2 days from now, though. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We make our first move. Anyway. We'll see you.
Right here, right now, and kill all the civilians.
See you in 2 days.
Get it from the table. Pushing my chair and walk off.
Alright. And they're gonna, shortly after you get up, they seem to push themselves, excuse themselves as well. And as you get back to the table with your party, we will end the session. So, you actually learned some valuable information. Yeah, the eyes, I will state, are different, and how they carried themselves were a bit different from the people on the cards. So you don't think they're linked. I will also mention, I will also mention that Strice and Durestion are actually two different capitals. So there's three capitals in Mortalis, which is the country. There is Salix, which is where you are now. There is Durestion, and there is Strice. And so those other two kingdoms are ruled by two different sovereign. So they seem to be from that government.
There's some places where there's
I know, David, I know.
John, what was the name of the ruin?
They think there's a piece in Lake Kismet.
For my notes, I have a piece. Lake Kismet has a piece. The Goblin King has two. The boss.
No, you're not.
Wow, I can't believe the Goblin King is actually a character.
Isn't there were interesting artifacts in your sailings?
Sorry, there should be.
The Goblin King was just gonna be a goober.
There should be. There's seven parts in total. Sorry, so you count not counting your arrow. So I would have mentioned. Sorry. So just to clarify,
There's 8 pieces.
there's 7 pieces in total, including yours.
Oh, okay. Wow, the first part of this campaign is gonna be a treasure hunt quest. Low level D&D.
Nice. I mean that, or like I don't know, like maybe this will be.
I have faith.
This will probably be like an overarching thing because there's no way all 7 pieces encompass all.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so in total, we know there were 5 ones.
There's definitely going to be a lot of other side quests.
That's correct, yeah. Right?
Yeah, you know where 5 of the 7 are in possessions. Yep. What do you guys think?
I think we're gonna get paid really well for this info.
I love the old
Learn about it.
We're gonna defend some guy with bags of sand.
Do we level up DM?
No, you don't.